Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today on Agri-Connect we are looking at pepper farming with the help of a seasoned farmer who is going to take us through the do's and don'ts when it comes to pepper farming. My name is Nana Ismail Basam. Do stick with us, you wouldn't want to miss. You're welcome back from the break. As I said, we are going to look at pepper farming with the help of an interesting person who is going to introduce himself. You're welcome to Agri-Connect.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'll give you the chance to introduce yourself to our viewers.
So my name is Into Emmanuel. I'm an architect by profession and also passionate about farming. So I started farming during the COVID era.
Oh, okay.
So I've done maize, I've done quite a number of plants. I've done cassava, and now I've done rabbits, I've done catfish, I've done tilapia. So I'm an all-rounded person.
Okay. And how has the transition been from an architect into a farmer?
Honestly, it has not been easy because down along the line I had to quit my office job.
Okay.
And then pursue my passion, because I believe in passion. Because once you are passionate about something, like it's so strong that you can't let go. Because sometimes I'll be in the office doing designs, and then I'll still be looking at like farming videos and things.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
like yeah, that is it.
Okay. And you said earlier you've actually ventured into so many areas
Yeah.
before this pepper
Before this
farming.
pepper.
How long have you been in the pepper business?
So like barely a year now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
so
how has it been?
oh, it's been good. It's been challenging, but it's because we learn on the job. Because
Okay.
I've never planted pepper before, and the first time I did some mistakes and I learned, and then now this is, as you can see, this is a good result.
So I'll actually take you back.
Okay.
So why pepper farming?
Okay. So I realized that I've done tomatoes before. But I realized that the tomatoes that I did, it didn't grow well. Okay. And I realized that pepper is strong. Okay. It can survive most of the disease and things. Yeah. That's the main reason why I vegetate pepper farming. And also, I'm a product from Holland Green Tech.
Okay.
That's where we do our training centers, because I heard them talking about habanero, and then I was interested. So I just got my hands on some seeds, and then I tried.
Okay. So you mentioned that you've been in this business for around a year.
Yeah.
It's been over a year.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's say I'm interested in venturing into pepper farming. As somebody who is also new in this business, what should I do? What shouldn't I do? Let's take from the soil.
Okay. So you first have to do soil treatment, because as I said earlier, the tomatoes I didn't treat the soil. So I just raised the bed and I just planted it like that. So I was dealing with nematodes. So most of all the plants died. So you first have to treat the soil. First have to treat the soil before you plant. Or you can take samples of your, if you don't trust your land, you can get an agronomist to come and check for you. Or you can take samples to CSR, the research, so that they can check the composition that they have in the soil.
Okay. Yes. All right. So looking at the rocky nature of your soil, what would you say is the best type of soil for growing pepper? Or is there even something like a best type of soil for growing pepper?
For the best type of soil, no, because pepper do well. Pepper do well in most of them. So what you have to do is make sure that you raise your bed. Just like
you've done.
So you raise your bed, and then so the first thing what I did was, after raising the bed, I added poultry manure.
Okay.
To enhance the soil. Yes, before I planted. And I also do fertigation because of the polytank that I do my irrigation. So I mix the plant's nutrients and then I give to them as supplements as well. Yes.
Okay. So when it comes to I can see that you have some nylon on the so can you take us through and then how your farm is set up?
So the nylon is called mulch.
Okay.
So the mulch is to cover the earth.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and one, it controls weeds.
Weeds, okay.
And two, because of the drip irrigation, the tube, because of the drip irrigation, it contains the water. So even during the dry season, once you irrigate, like evaporation doesn't take place that much, because you still have moisture in the soil. Yes, and with the drip irrigation, with this system, you don't, like, you conserve water. unlike the sprinkler one, that it just sprinkles.
This is controlled.
This is controlled, yes, exactly. Yes, this is
Okay.
controlled. Yeah.
All right. So when it comes to the irrigation, as part of the best practices, when it comes to vegetable farming, people are particular about when to irrigate, how to go about it, just like you've mentioned. So how often do you apply the irrigation process?
Okay. So now we're in the rainy season. So when it rains, I don't irrigate.
Okay.
I'll irrigate when I'm doing when I'm passing nutrient to the soil, when I'm doing fertigation. So, but during the dry season, so I irrigate in the morning and then in the evening. Early morning before 6.
Oh, okay.
And then late in the evening around 6:30.
6:30. Okay. All right. So now let's look at the varieties.
Okay.
When it comes to pepper, what do you have on your farm and why do you have them?
Wow, that's a good question. So I have a habanero.
Okay.
Habanero.
So let's go. Let
Okay.
me see the habaneros you have.
I actually have a signage that I have here. So with this is Mawezili RGF1.
Okay.
That's the habanero. So African hot pepper, average length of fruit, that's 5 cm. Average weight of fruit, 12 to 15 grams. Maturity days, transplanting after 60 to 75 days. I do this so that I can identify the plants. Okay. So that you can organize, and then I've given it a plot index as well. Yes.
Okay, and then the next one.
And then the next one is the red pepper. But with this one, I've harvested a lot. So now it's just I'm about to uproot and then do new one.
Okay.
Yes. And then I also have the habanero loliza. That's the yellow one.
The yellow one.
That's
okay.
the yellow pepper.
Okay.
That's the yellow pepper. And one thing about the habanero is it's extremely hot.
Okay.
All my clients are complaining that it's extremely hot.
Okay.
I remember I gave a sample to a restaurant and then the girl told the cook to use only like 2 and he used like 5. And apparently they use all their tomatoes
to make up for it.
To make up for it because it's very, very hot. Yes.
Okay.
So all right. And then also have a bell pepper. We also have the sweet bell pepper. Yeah, so these are the varieties that
you have.
I have on the farm. Yes.
Okay, so now let's look at the different stages that the pepper goes to before it gets to the consumer.
Okay. So it first turns to green, then from green to purple.
Oh, okay.
Then from purple to orange. Then the final stage is the red stage.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Yes. But you can sell it at each stage. But with the red is expensive because like it keeps long on the plant.
Okay. Yes. So you can sell it at any stage.
You can sell it at any stage.
So I can buy it from this, and if I keep it at home, will it get to this? Or I have to use it in this stage?
Sometimes it can turn to red.
Okay.
Sometimes it can turn to red. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So now let's look at how long it takes from planting, even preparation of the land, through to when it matures for the consumer.
Okay. So with the land preparation, you first raise your bed. After raising your bed, you first install your irrigation tube, and then you connect these are called connectors.
Okay.
The irrigation, you join your connectors. So after you've done your connectors, and then you test to see if it's really dripping. Okay. After that, you have to mulch. So after mulching, then you measure. You see, this is an emitter. Okay. This is where the water comes. So you measure, I think 20 cm. Yes, and then you just cut out the spaces.
The spaces. 20 cm in between.
20 cm. Yeah.
Okay.
20 or 40. 40. Sorry, it's 40 cm. 40 cm. In between, so that the plants are not too close, to each other like that.
So is it the same for the spacing of the plants?
Yes.
So 40, and then the for the pipe as well 40. You do
Yes.
the
Yes.
holes.
So
Okay.
it's in intervals.
Intervals,
Okay. Yes.
exactly.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So how long does it take before it gets to the consumer?
So with the nursing takes 28 days, but we
Okay.
do it 1 month.
1 month, okay.
So
Roughly.
you first have your nursing tray, and then I'll bring some of the nursing tray.
Okay.
You first nurse, and then after 28 days, it matures, it becomes a plant. Then you transplant it. So after transplanting, it takes 3 months for you to harvest.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
that is the
So, then it's a
span.
very short period.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It
okay.
is. It is.
So,
It's very short. Very
looking
short.
at the shortness of it,
Mhm.
and most of our agric crops and most of our agric produce in our part of the world
Mhm.
is bounded by seasonalities.
Okay.
So when it comes to pepper farming, what are the best seasons for growing pepper?
So I would say the best season for growing is during the dry season, because in Ghana, if you do rain-fed farming is not. If you want to get more money, you can't do rain-fed.
Rain-fed.
You have to have irrigation. Okay, so the best time is during the dry season. That's when everybody is just waiting patiently for the rains. So if you have irrigation setup or
You're a
greenhouse,
step ahead.
you are a step ahead. You see, and then you determine your price, because during the rainy season, like there's people on the market, so you can't determine. They'll tell that, oh, a bucket is 10 cedis. If you don't buy it, your product will get spoiled.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
true.
it. Something like, yeah.
All right. So would you say this is a profitable venture?
It is.
What makes
It
it
is.
profitable?
Because for just this is a 400 square meters.
Okay.
This area is 400 square meters, and I have about 1,000 plants. So with the pepper, I have 528 plants, individual plants. You see, and when you are planting the tree, one seed is to one tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and one pepper can give you about 600 to 700 grams of pepper. You get it. So you buy the seed. I bought it 100 and let's say 105 cedis or 110 cedis, and then each one you are getting like 800 grams. Okay, and 800 grams, I'm selling a kilo for 50 cedis.
50 cedis.
See, and because of how it's hot, like sometimes people do complain that it's too hot, so sometimes I reduce it. Okay, so for each plant you are getting like 50 cedis.
Okay. 50
Yes,
cedis for
yes,
each
50 cedis
plant.
for each plant.
Okay. Okay.
Or let's say 40 cedis for
40
each plant,
cedis.
and then you just multiply it, so you can see the numbers.
And this is something you can do right at home,
Yes,
backyard, even
backyard,
in
yeah.
pots, in maybe rice sacks. It's not something you have to wait for a huge plot of land before you can start. And as he said, it's very hot. You can do something small in your household to use for yourself. Yes. Okay, now let's look at some of the challenges
Okay.
when it comes to pepper farming. You mentioned that you tried tomatoes and there were a lot of issues. You were learning in the process and you realized that pepper has more maybe
Resistance.
can withstand a lot of these diseases and so on. So can you take us through some of the challenges you've encountered since you started?
So with the pepper, one thing is the leaf curl. So you see, when it doesn't have enough moisture, you see that the leaves becomes like how will I put it? It crumbles.
Okay.
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 And sometimes you see trips, and also so something like something like this, and we have white flies, so they affect most of the. So when that happens, you have to apply insecticide so that you can kill them, and also armyworm to also or sometimes attack the pepper.
Okay. So how do you ensure that your farm is free from these insects and worms?
Okay, so number one is you have to make sure your farm is very clean. So you weed like continuously. Okay, because here I don't do spray and those things, so
it's organic.
it's organic.
Oh,
Everything is by
interesting.
hand.
Are we all hearing? Especially those who are health conscious. This is an organic farm.
So everything is picked by hand.
Okay.
Everything is picked by hand. So once there's too much infestation, then I do the pesticide. And once on my farm, once it starts fruiting, I don't do pesticide. So I use the water hose and then I blow it on it so that it can take care of, it can kill the white flies, can just blow some of the pest away. Yes. So,
Okay. So when it comes to agri, a lot of people have heard about the profitability of this venture. They've heard of, and they see the end product. They don't see the channel. They don't see, yes. So people look at how much I'm likely to make, and you've mentioned 40 cedis. So how much should somebody who wants to venture into pepper farming have as a startup capital? Yes.
So it depends on the space that you have. Okay. When you are doing backyard, it's different from somebody doing 1 acre.
Okay.
You get in regards to the seed that you are going to buy and things like that. So my advice is you just start small. Start small and then think big. So maybe you try your hands on how things will go, and then based on that you can expand. So you can start with any amount. Okay, but let's say I think 1,000 cedis should do.
Okay.
That is if maybe you have your water and everything. But if not, unless like I give you breakdown on how the cost of the irrigation and things.
So now let's look at the markets.
Okay.
A lot of produce, usually because of the high perishable nature of these products, it makes it difficult for people who do not have an already market to venture into this. So how do you get your market, and how do you sustain them to ensure that they keep coming? Yeah.
So with my market, I don't do market women.
Okay, why not?
Because for them, they will come with their big baskets. They will come and take everything, and then they'll come and sell it. They'll go and sell at a higher price. They'll give you like a cheap price. So I sell to the direct consumer.
Okay.
And how I've packaged my thing. So my target market is the banks, and then like people who are more health conscious.
Okay.
Okay, and the restaurants and things. So I get the order. They call me, oh, Ima, I need 4 kilos, I need 5 kilos. Then I plug it. Then I send to them. So it's mostly farm to table. So once I harvest, you are going to use it in your house.
Okay.
Yes. So that is my market. And with that one, and also the middle income people. So with that one, when you tell them 50 cedis, like they know the worth of
it,
price,
exactly.
and then the input and things. You get it. Yeah.
All right. So are there plans to add value to your pepper before?
Yes. So I'm trying to. I've done my design. I'm trying to do pepper sauce.
Oh, great. Oh, okay.
So I'll do the red pepper sauce, the green pepper sauce, and also the yellow pepper sauce.
Nice.
And also I'll try my hands on trying to do the habanero powdered pepper. Yeah, that is when I'm expanding. So I have plans in.
I have high hopes for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now let's look at you mentioned that you belong to you joined the trainings
Holland
of
Green Tech,
exactly.
yes.
So are there maybe any associations? Usually when it comes to championing the cause of pepper farmers, it's easier when you belong to an association. So is there any association that you belong to that helps?
Yeah. So I belong to Holland Green Tech.
Okay.
So I started with them during their training phases, and I know some of the agronomists that I call them. Then I call them like, oh, I'm having this issue, and then they'll help me out. Yeah, and then the training is free. So it's at Adenta Fafaha. I will encourage that all farmers should, if you're a potential farmer or you want to do farming, you should come to the program, and you meet experienced people, you meet farmers, and you meet people who have more in depth about what you want to do. Because in life, I believe that seeing is believing. You have to, when somebody is doing something, you have to learn from the person before you start. Yes.
Okay. And also, I'm taking you back again. Okay. I can see that you have bamboo sticks in the farm. What is the purpose of? So
it's for trellising. Okay. It's called trellising because here sometimes the winds are quite strong, so it makes the pepper like fall. So with the trellising, you support the plant so that it won't
okay. So I can see the black lines.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's called trellising.
Okay, and also you have this
the fence to prevent the animals, the chickens, and then the goats and animals from just coming to do their own thing on the farm.
Okay. So, will you recommend this venture to maybe individuals who might be interested in maybe venturing into an agri sector and looking at the low cost implications? Would you recommend this to someone?
Oh yes, yes, I recommend. You see, back again, the low cost now.
Mhm.
That's when if you have your irrigation,
Okay.
if you
Mhm.
have your borehole and things. But farming nowadays is capital intensive.
Exactly.
Farming is very capital intensive because you have to sink a borehole, you have to do your irrigation, and then do your things right. Otherwise, garbage in, garbage out. What you plant is what you get.
Mhm.
Yes. So let's get clear on that.
Okay.
Yes. So and then your second question again.
Yes, I was asking if you recommend it to
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I recommend that everybody should just try it. At least even if you have like a sack at your backyard compound, you can
Mhm.
just fill it with
Mhm.
sand and
Mhm.
then try your hands on it. Because now a lot of things are happening. People are doing things on their farm and trust. I was listening to the Sadiq Adams and
Okay.
then he was saying he went to visit a farmer and then he harvested his tomatoes. It was green and all of a sudden he applied some chemicals on it and less than 24 hours it turned to red
Hmm.
and then they are taking it straight to the
So the
market.
yeah, and these are the things we'll be consuming.
Yes, and then you see young people with liver
Mm,
problem and things. So it's better to know where you are getting your stuff from. It's
yeah,
better to know where. Sometimes you eat salad and then you can taste like chemicals in it.
chemicals. Mhm.
So all these things are things that are really hurting us. So if you know your farmer, I think that one is best.
So now let's look at the recycling components of your venture. When it
Mhm.
comes to agri, there's this saying I always make. There's no waste in
Yeah,
agriculture.
yeah,
The end of one cycle is the beginning of the
yeah.
other. So what are some of the recycling aspects of your farm?
Okay. So for instance, the pepper fruit itself. You see, by all means, you get some that is not some are rotten
Mm,
and things.
okay.
So for that one, I take them out and then I dry them so that I can reuse the seed.
Oh, okay.
So once you reuse the seed, you can re-nurse it and then
Venus, it's
it comes. Unlike you going to buy another seed, you get. So
yeah.
that is one aspect.
Okay.
Oh, if you have question,
No, no,
you
no.
can.
I'm actually listening to you.
And then the second one is with the mulch.
Okay.
So I've used this mulch twice.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I've used this mulch twice. So like yeah, so I've used it twice. That's what I can say.
Okay. So what of when you have after you are done with the
Yeah.
plants?
So after I'm done with the plants, I cut them into pieces and then I mix them with the soil so that
So they go back where
it
they came from.
decomposes. Yes, and then we fertilize the land again.
So how many times do you harvest from one tree?
So it's 2 cycles.
Okay.
Okay, it's 2 cycles. So and then because of how it is,
Mm-hmm.
I harvest green. So I harvest every 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I harvest every 2 weeks
Mm,
because I wait for it to ripe before. So I take out the red ones. So as you can see that one, you
mm,
can take out the red ones and then you still have the green.
the green.
Yes, and then yeah.
When it comes to our part of the world, there's this stereotype that agric is for poor people. It's hard labor. It's hard labor. It's punishment.
Hmm.
And this is you as somebody who has transitioned from the usual white collar job and
Hmm.
architect into a farmer. What advice do you have for individuals, especially young people like yourself, who might be also interested in venturing into it, but maybe are scared or might not even have any idea on which venture to look at?
Okay. So my advice to people who want to venture farming is not for the poor.
Mhm.
Honestly, like there are so many instances that people have really make it like break even out of agri, but they won't tell you.
Exactly, and that is where the issue is.
Uh-huh.
People hoard
They
information.
won't tell you. They won't tell you
Yes.
that agri there's money in it.
Mm-hmm.
They won't tell you. So my advice is, if you are scared of farming, you can organize your friends. You can organize maybe 2 or 3, and then try and then get a land somewhere. Try and then get people involved, and then like you can. I'm sure everybody has a land in their hometown. Everybody has a land in their hometown. I'm sure if you go and ask your grandmother or your grandfather, they say, "Oh, Master Sikito,
And I mean,
everyone."
there are even different ways of acquiring the land. You don't
Yes,
necessarily have to own it.
own it.
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
you can be an investor.
Exactly.
You can invest since
Mhm.
maybe you are not there physically to do some of the work. You can invest and then then you can, yeah.
So,
Yes.
any advice for maybe individuals who are home and who don't have jobs and are looking at maybe how
Mm.
to, venture into
Okay.
the workforce?
So wait, anybody can do agri. And agri is not something that you go and pick hoe and cutlass and struggle. There are smart ways. There are a lot of smart ways. You can even do bucket farming. You can do sack farming. On your balcony somewhere, on your concrete, you can just put soil in a bucket. This dispenser bottles, you can slash it into two, turn it upside down, fill it with soil, and then just plant. Because I believe in growing what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you grow what you eat, sometimes if you plant something, then it comes and it starts fruiting. The excitement you have alone
Exactly.
is very nice.
Contributing to nature.
Yes, contributing to nature. You go inside your farm, you pick your.
And look at how beautiful
You get
these.
it. Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah. So
And this is like, in a way, this can even be to an extent because they are beautiful to see, they
yeah,
are beautiful
yeah,
to watch,
yeah,
even,
yeah.
how beautiful it will be to pluck
Yes,
some, cook with
yes,
it.
yes,
And,
yes,
they're all grown by you, nurtured
yes,
by you,
yes. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. So thank you very much, Ima.
Thank you too.
I enjoyed this interview, and I hope those who are also going to watch are going to enjoy it as much as I did. This brings us to the end of this episode of Agri-Connect, where we've been looking at one of the underrated ventures when it comes to agriculture, which is the pepper farming. We've done this with the help of the architect farmer. Watch this episode to understand why he's the architect farmer. My name is Nana Ismabasam. You wouldn't want to miss future episodes. Keep watching Agri-Connect for more exciting agricultural content. Bye.
Bye.